I wanted to make a little movie and show you how I'm going about a certain project, and that is to make kidney stones look like they're. I want to make the kidney stone look like it's in various states of being pulverized, and so. And part and parcel of this is if it takes too long, it's just not worth doing because you could just draw it in Photoshop, right? But I came up with this as a technique, and I just thought it was interesting because it's similar to Photoshop in that in Photoshop, really what you're doing is you're making selections and then acting on the selections, and that's what we're doing here. And I've got my lasso tool set to my mask tool set to lasso. I lasso a piece, I hit Command W, and then I Command Shift click on it to hide it, right? And then I move on to the next one and I do it this way. And what this does is this allows you to move fast enough that you can get it accomplished, relatively quickly. And the reason you hide it each time is that you just need to know what you have selected, and sometimes the colors, well, that one's very close, but sometimes the colors are close, and also you want to be able to, you want to make sure you're not selecting anything you selected previously. I guess that's the more important part of that. So you hide it so that you don't have the option of doing that. And then when you're done, so this is the piece we just did, it has this nice kind of random distribution to it. And I think I've got one more, and then I'll go and show you the next part of the process, or two more. Okay, and then this will be the last one, I think. All right, so now each one of these is its own thing. Well, we forgot that one. That's good enough. All right. There's one more. Two more. Trust me, it'll be worth it. I don't know if it'll be worth it or not, but I found it pretty interesting. Because if it takes too long to do, it's just not worth doing, right? So, and you got to have Dynamesh turned off because you'd accidentally, clear a mask and Dynamesh everything by accident. That would happen every 5 seconds, and you can't have that. So, Dynamesh is turned off. Looks like kind of a big chunk to leave. So now what we're going to do is these are all separated out, right? So now what we're going to do is we are going to go to split and do group split. Before we do that, we're going to save. Yeah, I think it's group split is what we want. Click OK. And now everything is its own. So this is a single piece. Well, that's not a good example. This is a single piece, and this is where I cut it out, right? So this is closed on this side. Let me turn on the line so you can see it. And it's open in here, right? Well, I've set up a key command for closing the hole. Oh, I guess I didn't set it up. So let's set up a key command for closing the hole. Command C is what I've got for that. And I'll do close the hole. And these aren't going to make beautiful topology, But the goal here is not really to make beautiful topology. It's to get something quick and dirty that is serviceable. So this closes that into a enclosed shape. And you know, I could delete that. I could clean these up a little bit. And I'm going to Option D, which is to delete. And then I'm going to do Command C, which is to close the hole. Right? And so then this, and the thing that I like about it is it looks like a shard. It looks like it got fractured. That's part of the reason that I like this technique here. So, and then what I do is I'm just going to go down here and I tried it the first time I grouped everything back together and then tried to select them and do it that way, and that didn't work. And so I'm just hitting Command C, and that one I'm just going to delete. And I'm just going to delete this. Because you can imagine it makes some, you know, it would have just a single polygon selected somewhere. And I'm going to delete that. And this is very arbitrary, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to, in the end, look more or less correct. Oh, let's see here. I got a bunch of these to do. So that's basically it. And what I'll show you is I would then go and move it into position, right? And I've already done this on the other one over here. So this is how I did this. And then I'm going to replace this one with the one we're working on now, where it just shows the next level of distribution. And you know, you could put this into a cloner in Cinema 4D pretty easily and have these things drift and show it animated. Be pretty neat. Pretty neat. All right, so that's it.